Leigh Film Factory have picked some absolute banging films for their October lineup this year. Welcome back to Grot TV. So Leigh Film Factory is a independent cinema run by volunteers, built by volunteers in the town of Leigh, just outside the town of Wigan. That's in, I think it's one of the only twin mills left of its kind in the country. So hence there's been a preservation order on it, and they've turned it into sort of loads of independent units, and Leigh Film Factory hosts one of those units. Absolutely fantastic setup, a beautiful set of people that run it, all for love, all for film. It's a great venue, a great setup. I can't sort of big it up and give it enough praise without you actually going there and seeing it for yourselves and understanding what these people have done and how they've gone about doing it. And every October they run a month-long event called Fear at the Factory, where they show the best in modern, vintage and independent horror films, and it's truly brilliant. The lineup's always really good, the programming is always fantastic, and this year is no exception. So I thought we'd have a little look at what Film Factory is showing this year for Fear in the Factory, and I'll give you some dates and times of when these films are being screened, and if you're in the sort of northwest vicinity of the UK, get yourself over. Honestly, you will not be disappointed. So Fear in the Factory started off on Friday the 3rd of October, 7:30 p.m. showing. They showed The Substance. We went as a club with the Wigan Cult Film Club to watch The Substance when it first came out, and it seriously disturbed a couple of our members to the point one member had to get up and leave. She couldn't take anymore. And we thought it was fantastic. One of the best things I'd seen in that kind of sort of like splatter genre for a long while, body horror. It was really, really good. Saturday the 4th, which was yesterday at 7:30 p.m. I really wanted to get over to this one, and I couldn't make it. Was Radiohead's sort of musical rendition on the original 1922's Nosferatu. So the synopsis for this is obviously Radiohead and Nosferatu, a symphony of horror. This reimagining of the iconic Nosferatu from 1922 features Radiohead's Kids A 2000 album. So the score from that album put over the top of the film. God only knows how it worked, but people have been saying it's good, so I'm going to have to sort of check it out at some point. And then the next thing that they had on for Fear at the Factory was next Saturday the 11th of October. That's a 2 p.m. start. This is a family-friendly screening of the first Scooby-Doo film. I remember watching this a number of times when my daughter was younger. It's not a bad film at all. It actually holds up quite well. It's quite entertaining. And on the same day, but in the evening at 7:30 p.m, this is going to be brilliant. And again, I'm really, really bummed that I can't get to this one, but we're at a film festival in Hebden Bridge this weekend coming. And it is a double feature of Creature from the Black Lagoon and Revenge of the Creature. Not only two great films, but there is going to be some introductions to both films from fellow Grot member Ian Taylor. Ian's fantastic at this. I think Ian's done 3 of these now, maybe 4 of these double feature nights. He did a Hammer one that we attended. I can't think what the other two were that he'd done, but I think this could be his third or his fourth one that he's doing now. And Ian's a font of knowledge when it comes to this kind of stuff. Really nice guy. And Ian has also done some stuff for the Grot fanzine, but also writes for magazines and books like We Belong Dead, and he has a radio show as well. As really nice guy. So to get Ian at one of these, stand up and do a little introduction to each film, he's fantastic. What have we got next? Tuesday the 14th of October at 7:30 p.m. This one is great. I mean, Tuesday, I probably won't be able to get over for this one neither, which I would have loved to have got over for this one, but I don't think I am. It's a really good film, which is A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. Ace film. If you've never seen this is definitely worth a watch. I do own a copy of it here myself, but it's not a film that pops up regularly, not a film that people really talk about a great deal, but it is really, really entertaining. And then Saturday the 18th of October, 2 p.m. screening of Little Shop of Horrors. Always goes down a treat. I think we showed it last year at Wigan Cult Film Club. Went down a storm. Probably one of the busiest events that we've ever had. So I'd imagine this is going to be the same. But again, on the Saturday, they're showing two films. So in the afternoon, they're showing Little Shop of Horrors. In the evening, they're showing American Wolf in London. So if you're looking for a Saturday film session, you can't go wrong with those two back to back at all. I mean, we screened American Wolf in London last year, and again, a lot of people turned out for it. It's an exceptional film. It just holds up really well. And then Sunday the 19th of October, 2 p.m. Should be able to get over for this one. And one of my favourite Carry On films, if not my favourite Carry On film, Carry On Screaming. Who doesn't love Carry On Screaming? You know what I mean? It's Carry On doing a Hammer or Amicus film that works really well. It feels like it's in the vein of either of those studios and in the style of a Carry On film. It is brilliant. Again, Fear in the Factory continues Wednesday the 22nd of October at 7:30 p.m. With a film that I've known nothing about called It Doesn't Get Any Better Than This. Doesn't really give you a sort of synopsis or a briefing of what the film's around. But it looks independent, so it possibly will be a decent film. And then what we got after that, week after that, we've got, and the final, is it the final? No, it's running up to the final weekend of Fear in the Factory. So Saturday the 25th of October, 7:30 p.m, the original Exorcist film. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. One of William Friedkin's finest masterpieces. Still holds up well now. Still terrifying in a vintage kind of way. Great film. I would expect a decent turnout for this one. And then on the Sunday the 26th at 2 p.m, again, this is another silent black and white film that's been played with a live soundtrack this time. It's The Hands of Orlac. So it says, after last year's sensational The Man Who Laughed, we are joined again by Sulk Rooms, who will perform a live soundtrack to this classical silent movie. No, I didn't catch what they did last time, but I had seen what they've done, and it works really well, so that should be loads of fun. So that's Sunday the 26th. And then the sort of final weekend of Fear of the Factory is finished up by Tuesday the 22nd of October at 2 p.m. They're showing the film Casper, which again was another mainstay from when my daughter was young. We watched this loads. Based on the original cartoon series of Casper the Friendly Ghost. A fun watch, nice and pleasant family film. And then followed that on the Tuesday again at 7:30 p.m. Is Perfect Blue. I know this film, but I've never seen it. So it is a anime. I'm not sure if it's manga or not, but it's definitely an animated film. But this one's been screened in Japanese with English subs. Again, not really my wheelhouse and not my forte when it comes to that kind of film. But I imagine it's got a cult following. I imagine it'll have a decent turnout for it. So that's it for this year's Fear at the Factory. You know what I mean? If you look at those list of titles, you can't go wrong. You know what I mean? They've had The Substance, Nosferatu, Scooby-Doo, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Revenge of the Creature, Girl Who Walks Home Alone at Night, Little Shop of Horrors, American Wolf in London, Carry On Screaming, It Doesn't Get Any Better Than This, The Exorcist, the Hands of Orlac, Casper, and Perfect Blue. You know what I mean? That's a great lineup for what is a fantastic setup for independent cinema. So again, if you're in the northwest of England and you've never been over to Leigh Film Factory, I'll leave some links down below to the website and their social media pages, so you can sort of keep up to date with everything that they're doing. Even if you can't support them by turning up to an event or turning up to a film, and you feel the need to help independent cinema, they have got a FundMe page, which any donation to those guys is more than welcome. These guys bend over backwards for a film community, and don't ask for a great deal in return. I mean, to watch a film with these guys is £8. The way they run it, it's not for profit. So any of the money that comes back into the cinema, any money that comes into the cinema goes back into the cinema. They have just acquired a new setup as well as, which will allow them to start showing new releases on the release date, just like a modern multiplex, which will help them along brilliantly to get bums on seats. But if you can afford a couple of pound here and there, and this is something that you would like to support, help these guys out. They're a fantastic set of people. But again, I'll leave everything down below, all the links to all the necessary things. Until the next one, guys, thank you for tuning in. This has been Grot TV.